Guys, this is Allison from Allykatkreations. How are you? Today I'm going to do for those who are in the struggle. So I got these cards that were out of stock by Dorian Virtue. So we're going to ask Archangel Michael, what messages do you have for those in the struggle? What messages do you have for those in the struggle right now? Please, with the highest divine light, please give me a message to those who are struggling right now. Archangel Michael and Spirit, what messages do you have for those in the struggle? What messages do you have for those in the struggle? What messages do you have for those in the struggle? We have write about your thoughts and feelings. My prayer, thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom, so I clearly express myself and glean insight, blessings, and healing. Have confidence. My prayer, Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine, wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Spirit, what do those in the struggle need right now? What messages? What do we need for those of us in the struggle? What messages do you have for those in the struggle? Spirit, what messages do you have? Manifestation. and create space. Let's do manifestation first. This is manifestation. You're about to experience something you have longed for. You may not see any evidence yet, but don't be disheartened. Instead, be still and align with your soul. Soon you will be inspired to take a step forward, where you will meet your dreams and desires. Fall in love with the unknown, and the path of unknown will materialize. You create your life through how you feel and what you think. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. First, you must be aware of how you feel in the present. Practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. The time just before manifestation is an opportunity to change any story from your past, present, or future. Your perception is altering so you can see in a new light. Everything is created twice. Firstly, in the vibrational realm, perceived as imagination, feeling, or dreaming, and then in the physical world as manifested objects. Enjoy the journey to all you are manifesting, and your desires will arrive sooner. This is the nature of creation. And then we have create space. So before we touch into that, if we're manifesting, if we're in the struggle and we're looking to manifest something, have the confidence. Know that people that might be working with you are trustworthy. And maybe make an intention and write it down and see if you can manifest it that way. Make room for your dreams. Create a space for new desires by learning how to be happy now. We all want certain things in our life to change, and it's up to each of us to do something about it. If you apply action from a position of truly wanting change, you will create evidence of that desire as manifestations of change. Once you notice something you would like to change, take a breath and say thank you. Recognizing what you want to change brings you more clarity on what you would like to change to it. Your job is to create the space for your dreams and desires to fill. Do this and you will begin to receive direction and wisdom. Create this space by coming into balance, meditating, focusing on the movement, or thinking of a person, animal, place, or situation that makes you smile. Feel the smile stretch through your body and relax, knowing that all you desire is on the way. You have empowered your whole being because you don't need conditions to change to feel joyous in the present. You are bathing in unconditional love. Breathe it in and enjoy how good you feel. I mean, this is like beyond perfect. What did those in the struggle need to know? What did those in the struggle need to know? Guys, if you like what you're hearing so far, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if this resonates with you and you know someone else that can need to hear this message, please share it. I also do private readings. All that information will be in the linked box below. This is a general reading for those in the suffering. Spirit, what messages do you have for those that are suffering? Spirit, what messages do you have for those that are in the suffering? Spirit, what messages do you have for those that are suffering? Pretty artwork. I'm curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. I'm connected to the earth and all life around me. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. Spirit, what messages do you have for those that are in the struggle right now? Messages do you have for those in the struggle? Spirit, what messages do you have for those in the struggle? Spirit, what messages do you have for those in the struggle? I'll take the 3. We have 7th house relationship. We have 10th house authority. Midheaven, the pinnacle. All right, we'll start with the 10th house. Tenth house authority. You're being asked to step up and take on the next level of personal authority. It's hard to build something without a clear blueprint. So look at your definition of a strong leader and decide whether you need to amend it. Remember how you felt as a kid about your parents, the school principal, priests, police, teachers, and other. Observe whether they use their responsibility wisely and encourage you to develop yours, or whether you need to rebel to be safe. Notice your relationship to the concept of divine authority and investigate if it was something to be feared, ignored, or expanded. Did it offer you safety and refuge? If needed, tell off someone who abused their authority, either in a person, in therapy, or in a letter you burn and release. Get the training and certification you need. Create a mental collage of good role models, people who lead in a way that empowers others. Create a clear picture of a competent, responsible, lovable, empowering authority. Step into that role and be the pillar in your community and family with confidence. Challenge. A bully is a bully, sorry guys. A bully is a parody of true leadership. Be careful not to mistake power over other people as equal to empowerment within. Gift. Whatever you are in your evolution, it's time to take the next step up the mountain of leadership, empowerment, and accomplishment. Seventh house, relationship. Nurture your relationships rather than test them. Consider each partnership to be a tree you plant. That seed may have been planted in the fifth house with an idea or a twinkle in the eye. Now you have sapling with potential. Don't construct a tree house on the sapling. It can't yet bear the weight. Instead, crushing it with expectations. Nurture and protect it. Clarify your expectations with curiosity and flexibility. If you are offered a business partnership, read the fine print. Unpack your baggage, the cultural assumptions and family patterns that inform your concept of partnership. Move past who is right and who is wrong and develop a fresh understanding. Partnership for work or love may look easier if you come from the same background, but the more diversity you bring to the table, the more resilient the relationship can be. Agree to contribute equally and celebrate your differences. Challenge. When you are working in tandem in love or in business, it can be tempting to either give your power away to your partner or to take over theirs. An unbalanced relationship can become unattainable. Fertilize the ground of your partnership. Feed the partnership with romantic moments and fair and honorable arrangements. When you are fascinated by the spirit of another, they can become fascinated with you. So far, those of us that are in the struggle, we need to be very mindful that we are like harboring this manifestation. And that Archangel Michael is asking us to have the confidence and to write it out, and just like the authority, again, write out what you desire. And if something needs to just get out, burn that paper, put it out into the universe. And with working with whoever, like the partnerships and the relationships here, that person should be trustworthy, and you must remember to look into that when we're talking about this, whether it be in career or relationship. Have and step into your authority. Do not let anybody walk all over you, with this relationship card being right next to it. And then let's go to midheaven. Pinnacle. Inventory your professional reputation and ask what you can do to strengthen it. Update your website, look at your definition of success, and make sure it is your own. Actually makes you happy and is not one you have inherited from your family or mentors. Think about the training you've watched from these authorities and notice whether it still serves you or where you need to release these preconceptions and step into something bigger. You may need to go back to hidden dreams or reawaken an ambition that may not make sense to anybody else. If you choose not to seek your sense of accomplishment as reflected in the outside world, your midheaven can speak of a quieter sense of personal authority. This is your life. Define the mountaintop for yourself. Take a next step in that direction. Traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. Underneath all worldly sense of ambition is a soul's longing to live out its potential. Listen to the call. Which spirit is bringing it tonight or day, whatever, where you ever are. But this is definitely talking about stepping into your authenticity, stepping into your authority. If we're looking at a career or relationship, we need to be aware that maybe a new pattern of thought, a new cycle is coming into that, and we need to step into our authority. We need to make sure that we are walking into what we want and what we want to manifest. And if it doesn't fit in that role, you need to create the space in order for that to happen. And do not give up on that. Spirit, what messages do you have for those in the struggle right now? What messages do you have for those in the struggle? Spirit, what messages do you have for those in the struggle? What messages do you have for those in the struggle? Don't let pride get in your way. So again, stepping into your authority and making sure you're doing what you need to do with the relationships. Just try not to let your pride get in your way. Work through your fears. So if we are working to get a new career, we're fighting ourselves, we're trying to manifest something and it's just not quite working, you got to step back and step out of the fear resonance, because you have the confidence, you're divinely being protected. You need to create the space for it. I mean, we have it right here. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. That's you. That's walking in your authentic self. Let's get an affirmation. Spirit, what affirmation can you give to those in the struggle right now? Spirit, what affirmation for those in the struggle? Oh, I have a grumpy little girl coming in the room. Spirit, what affirmation for those in the struggle? That one. What's the matter, Mimi? So we have growing beyond guilt. It couldn't have happened any other way. That's a good affirmation. Growing beyond guilt. When you grow beyond guilt, there is a heartfelt acceptance that any sequence of events unfolds in a perfect flow that is organized and expressed by the universe. This takes the pressure of control off your shoulders so you can enjoy the way in which life has come to be. Since everything is destined to change and can only change you for the better, growing beyond guilt enables you to see how exquisitely the gift of life unfolds. This mantra is ideal for releasing the past, unhooking from karmic patterns, and forgiving yourself. Spirit, what messages do you have for those in the struggle? What messages do you have for those in the struggle? What messages, Spirit, do you have for those in the struggle? What messages, Spirit, do you have for those in the struggle? Solar light upgrade, a solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. I get this a lot. Inner earth, base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. I'm gonna actually read. So for inner earth, you are becoming fully aware of what you need in order to feel safe and fulfilled on planet Earth. Know that it is a part of the divine plan for you to be incarnated upon this planet now. And although at times you may have felt unstable or that you have lost your way, you have been building up momentum to be where you are today. You are in a space where you can build powerful foundations, a space where you can lay out exactly what you need, who you need to be, and what you need to do to flourish and grow. You have the opportunity to reclaim parts of yourself that you've buried deep within and reclaim gifts you abandoned. If you are starting any projects or thinking about taking up something you had on hold, now is the perfect time. The seeds you are planting are sending roots deep into Mother Earth. You are held, you are supported. And this is solar light upgrade. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with whatever you are ready to create and experience. Focus on what you are ready to grow and when you are ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, you are giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open, like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived. It's here in you now. Spirit, what message do you have for those in the struggle? Messages do you have for those in the struggle? What messages do you have for those in the struggle? Okay, that's dumped out. Sky Dancer, surrender. This is really pretty card. When a sky dancer appears, she is inviting you to welcome the deeper power of the feminine into your life. You have already overanalyzed your situation to exhaustion. Now is the time to invite the sacred feminine, the wisdom within your heart, no matter your gender, to guide you to success. If you have become earthbound, plotting and planning and praying for change, cease and desist. Break the habit of being yourself, of repeating the same behavior and hoping for a different outcome. Stop trying to figure it all out and stop overthinking it. Surrender. The sky dancers are heralding the approval of a new relationship within yourself, in your work, or in your love life. Do not assume that this person or opportunity will rescue you. The only way to liberation is to kiss the ground goodbye and take flight, to rise above the fray and the drama of the struggling, arguing mind. Dance in the sky and view the madness below. By simply watching and witnessing the actors and the human comedy unfolding on the ground, you are transforming it. As you observe the drama, you unleash the power of the sacred feminine that allows for resolution. The sky dancers know the maps of heavens and the way to the holiest and most sacred spaces on earth. They come to help you with your current life, and even more important, to guide you to the realization of your own divinity. Guys, if spirit isn't not here, none of these cards would make sense, but they all make sense and they all flow into the same theme. All of them. Absolutely insane. So while we're manifesting, we need to create space. We need to have confidence. We need to have somebody trustworthy. And then we need to write those things down and manifest them. I mean, right here, I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Surrender. You have relationships that you need to assess. You need to step into your authority in order to get to the pinnacle of what's going on. Work through your fears. Don't let pride get in the way. You have two cards that are basically telling you that things are going to happen. You need to manifest them. You need to think about you, no one else besides you. What do you want to do? And put it into practice. But surrender and don't overthink it. Spirit, what are we manifesting? For those in the struggle. We have horse. Short journey. So maybe this will come very soon if we, which I hope for many of us who are struggling, it does. So maybe this is something that we've been working on already and that it's just about to manifest for us. Spirit, what messages? Oh boy. I have a spillage. Wall, misunderstanding. So guys, once we step into our authority, make sure that you're doing it with clear and respectable language. If it's somebody that needs to leave or you just don't want to overstep your boundaries and be disrespectful. So just keep that in mind. And don't put the wall up for yourself, because that will surely lead us to. So we have bell, an announcement. So maybe there's an announcement that's going to happen where you're going to receive maybe maybe an announcement will come that will guide you to what's manifesting. Spirit, what else? For those in the struggle, what do they need to hear? Okay, so oddly enough, where did it go? Oddly enough, this popped out and it says February, so let's keep that. Let's hope it's February, guys. It's almost, we're in the midpoint. What are those for us in the struggle? What do we need to know? Jug, lighthearted and carefree time. So I know when we're struggling, we're not thinking about carefree, lighthearted time, but we need to try to invoke that. Butterfly, a change for the better. Holy, it's looking good. Okay, Spirit, how are you helping the collective that are in the struggle right now? How are you helping those in the struggle right now? Spirit, how are you helping those in the struggle right now? We have epsilon modulation. Beautiful card. Gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace and with external cues. Commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will really realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. The super fast patterns appear to be riding on the super slow epsilon modulation. In epsilon, we find the wisdom of the yogis of India, who taught the sitting still, we overtake those who are running. This oracle asks you to put your faith in the spiritual power of your path. Dedicate yourself to your personal development and seek out the loving presence of those upon the earth and in spirit who nurture your heart and protect your soul. That is how spirit is helping you. And it speaks to everything that is here right now. Start manifesting, create that space. It's going to happen. With the tea leaf cards, it says February. Things will be okay once you go within, get those fears, surrender to the universe. And that's not to say to not put the work in. You got to put the work in. What do you want to do with the rest of your life? How do you want to create it? How do you want to manifest it? Who do you want in your life? And if you're unsure of those things, that's okay. Why don't you seek out, make a dream board? What are the things that make you happy? What are the things you know that you can make income with? The world is going to be changing and is already changing, and it's not easy. But if you have something within inside of you that you're working on, that you have a talent, don't be shy. Explore it and try to bring it forth into manifestation. So I hope you enjoyed this In the Struggle reading. Remember, this is a general reading for those in the struggle. I do private readings. If you're interested, please email me. My information will be in the box below. If this didn't resonate with you, that's okay. I have other readings that might resonate with you. And I hope that each and every one of you has a really blessed day. Love and light to all of you. Have a good night, good day, or good morning.